Hey everybody, I'm your name. And let's be honest, we all love a good party, right? But some folks around the world take party to a whole other level. Imagine this, you're strolling down the street minding your own business when bam, you're caught in a crossfire of flying tomatoes. And guess what, that's just the tip of the iceberg, folks. We're talking about festivals where people eat with ghosts, make babies cry on purpose, and tempt fate by running under giant moving wheels. So, buckle up because we're about to take a wild ride through the top 5 strangest festivals around the world. First up, we're heading to the land of siestas and sangria, Spain. Every year on the last Wednesday of August, the usually charming town of Bunol transforms into a war zone. But instead of guns and grenades, they're armed with something far more delicious. Tomatoes. Picture this, over 20,000 people, packed shoulder to shoulder in the streets, covered head to toe in tomato pulp. It's a giant, messy free-for-all, and honestly, it looks like a blast. Now, before you book your flights and pack your swim trunks, because trust me, you're going to want to wear something you don't mind throwing away. There are a few ground rules. Only squish your tomatoes before chucking them. No hard projectiles allowed, and for goodness sake, when they say stop, they mean it. Next up, we're jetting off to the beautiful island of Bali in Indonesia for a festival that's a little less messy and a lot more spiritual. Okay, maybe spiritual isn't the right word. Explosive might be more accurate. You see, in Bali they celebrate the new year with a bang, literally, by building giant statues of pigs and bulls and then setting them on fire. These massive effigies represent the evil spirits that might be lurking around, trying to harsh everyone's mellow. It's like a big fiery eviction notice for ghosts. They parade these bad boys through the streets, accompanied by traditional music and dancing, and then whoosh, it's bonfire time. Okay, this next one is, well, it's something else. We're talking about the Nakizumo Festival in Japan, where parents willingly subject their precious little bundles of joy to, wait for it, a crying contest. That's right, folks, you heard me correctly. They actually try to make babies cry. In Japanese culture, there's a belief that a good hearty cry can actually ward off evil spirits and bring good health. So parents dress their babies in traditional sumo outfits and hand them over to burly sumo wrestlers who bounce them gently and make funny faces, all in the name of coaxing out a few tears. Chapter 4. India's Brisha Yatra. Hold on tight and say a prayer. Now, if you're an adrenaline junkie, this next festival is right up your alley. We're talking about India's Brisha Yatra, a religious festival that involves a giant chariot, thousands of devotees, and a whole lot of faith. Every year in Karnataka, India, they build this massive wooden chariot, adorned with statues of deities and decorated within an inch of its life. And then they let the people pull it. Thousands of men gather to pull the chariot through the streets, their voices raised in prayer and song. Chapter 5. Bolivia's Tino Festival. Snowball fight, anyone? Let's cool things down a bit, shall we? For our next stop, we're heading to the Andes Mountains in Bolivia for the Tino Festival. Every year, communities gather at the foot of Mount Caucachata to celebrate the arrival of winter and pray for a good harvest. And how do they do that, you ask? By chucking snowballs at each other, of course. It's a tradition that's been going on for centuries, and it's said to symbolize a cleansing ritual, a way to let go of the old and embrace the new. Chapter 6. Mexico's Day of the Dead, dinner and a show with a side of spooky, and last but not least, we're ending our journey in Mexico, a country known for its vibrant culture and, well, its unique relationship with death. Mexico's Day of the Dead is unlike any other celebration you've ever seen. Families gather in cemeteries, they build altars adorned with flowers, candles, and offerings of food and drink, and they spend the day sharing stories, singing songs, and remembering those they've lost. It's a beautiful and moving tribute to life and death, and a reminder that even in death there is joy and celebration. Outro until next time, adventure awaits. Well, folks, there you have it. 5 of the strangest, most fascinating festivals from around the globe. So, which of these crazy celebrations would you be brave enough to attend? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on more amazing adventures. Until next time, stay curious.